I'm so excited to be playing with these beauties today. I'm going to be doing a look with each of the palettes from the Oden'S Perfect World collection. Spoiler alert, they're all absolutely beautiful and different in their own way, yet complementary to each other. So get excited. Hello and welcome. If you are new here, my name is Rachel. And if you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back. I'm gonna put all of the information about these palettes down in the description box below, as well as timestamps. If you do enjoy this video while you're watching it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you enjoy eyeshadow content, you should definitely consider subscribing to my channel. So this is Oden'S newest collection, the Perfect World collection. These are 3 collaboration palettes done in collaboration with 3 creators. The artwork on these palettes is beautiful. And of course, the artwork on all of their palettes really is always beautiful, but I love how they depicted each creator on the palettes. They're really just ethereal and beautiful and like a fairy tale, you know? New influencer collab collection, Perfect World collection. The main theme of the new collection is nature. This time we invited 3 close friends to create and design this collection. We wanted to make some small contributions to the protection of marine life, endangered plants and animals in the world. Baddie Bean created the Planet Spirit palette, which is animal themed. I love her cover art. She is just one with the animals. And it's a very bright, fun spring-summer palette to me. That's what I think of when I see this. Makeup Just for Fun created the Flora Story palette, which is inspired by the greenery of nature. And she captured that in this palette so well with the green tones, but also some muted, colorful tones, kind of like a mossy, deep forest feel. And then Lauren May Beauty created the Sea Talk palette, which celebrates marine life. And she's got the deep ocean tones here. She also said in her reveal video, she talked about being inspired by coral reefs as well as sandy tones. I'm also gonna link all 3 of their videos down below in case you're interested in knowing like more about the inspiration behind each palette. Each palette retails for $33.90, or you can buy them as a bundle for $91.95. All of Oden'S powder products are vegan and the brand is cruelty-free. I picked these up on launch day. I couldn't not. Anyway, enough talking. You're first gonna see me create a look with the Planet Spirit palette, followed by the Flora Story palette, and the Sea Talk palette is last, and that is actually the look I'm wearing on my eyes today. Let me know down below in the comments, did you pick up these palettes? Did you skip on them? Did you wanna pick them up? The day that I'm filming this, which is March 5th, they are all still available. The only one that is low stock is the Flora Story palette, just so you know. Okay, I'm so excited to show you my looks and I will give you my thoughts at the end. Enjoy the video. All right, I've got my wild and crazy animalistic hair. I have my orange zebra print shirt, so you probably know which palette I'm going to play with first. The Planet Spirit palette. This looks beautiful. Betty Jean on the cover, she looks just like a animal whispering queen. All the animals gathered around her. They always kill it with the packaging, as I'm sure I've already mentioned in the intro. And this color story is super bright and fun. It's giving me like 80s, 90s, Sanrio fun, not so serious. It looks beautiful. So, you know that I want to play with the oranges. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep this fairly simple. I'm gonna go in with like a semi-fluffy brush, and I'm gonna go into Habitat, that matte orange, and I'm gonna just start to work this in the crease. I have already primed my eyes with the Urban Decay Primer Potion, by the way. Now, as you can see, I also brought it down onto my lid about a quarter of the way in, a third of the way in, something like that. I'm gonna pop on the NYX glitter primer all over my lid. I'm gonna go into the shade Animalia here. Looks so sparkly. Ooh, it's really pretty like coral color with some like gold reflect in there. I'm pretty much gonna put this all over the lid. Ooh, so pretty. This is a really interesting shimmer formula. It's, like I've said before in past videos, one of my favorite type of shimmers where it's very smooth. It's not super chunky or textured, but it's got a lot of sparkle and a lot of reflect. So you still get that va-va-voom that bam, but without accentuating the lines and the texture too much on the eyelids. Ooh, that is so pretty. Very simple, 2 shades. I'm gonna go off camera, I'm gonna finish up my makeup. I will come back, we can do the lower lash line, and I'm thinking I wanna use Sanctuary, this like purple, this pink shade, just to tie in that corally lid shade. I'll be right back. All right, I am back. Everything else I have on my face, I will link down in the description box below. But I will say I am wearing the Oden'S Sunlight Love Blusher in Warm Sun. This beautiful peachy orange color. Do you see it? These blushes are so beautiful. They're so blendable. They just like apply so easily. And I'm wearing the Moonlight Feel highlighter in Warm Sunshine, which is like a yellowy, orangey, really beautiful. I thought they went with the eye look really well. Okay, like I said, I want to go into the shade Sanctuary right here, this really pretty like melon pink color. I'm gonna take this funky brush from Alamar Cosmetics, and I'm just gonna run that on my lower lash line. That looks very pigmented, wow. And I'm gonna take a little tiny fluffy brush and I'm gonna go into Habitat, that orange matte, and just blend that out. I'm gonna go into the shade Fauna, which is the multi-chrome in the palette. I have not even swatched this yet, but it looks so pretty. And I'm gonna spray it and I'm gonna put this in my inner corner. Wow, is that beautiful? Wow. Oh, wow. I'm going to put the NYX Epic Wear Liner Stick in the shade Orange Zest into my waterline. So this is the final look. I absolutely love it. I just popped on some lashes from BK Beauty and Risa Does Makeup, the Day Club lashes, popped on. Like I just threw them on my eyes and they just got there. Anyway, I love this look. I love it. You know, I'm not a huge colorful eyeshadow fan. Like, I like colorful eyeshadow, but it's not like my first choice. So I was a little intimidated by this palette, but this was incredibly easy to use. I literally used technically 4 shades with the inner corner, but apart from the inner corner, I used 2 mattes and a shimmer. And I got this. It looks dimensional, it looks interesting. I really like that this orange is not super pigmented. Like, it's easy to build up to look like this, but I also am intimidated by colorful shadows that are overly pigmented. I'm kind of scared I'm gonna have to blend. This was incredibly easy to use. This shimmer is so beautiful. I kind of already told you my thoughts on that. This Sanctuary shade I only used right at the lower part of my lash line, but it was really beautiful. And this multi-chrome, I have to pick it up and swatch them. You're probably not even gonna get this full effect, but holy, it's like a rainbow in a shadow. So I really enjoyed using this palette today. Of course, I'm gonna continue to use it, let you know my thoughts when I get my full thoughts on it and get a chance to use every shade in the palette. But, you know, it is the usual good Oden'S quality from what I've used so far. I'm gonna go live my best spring and summer life today, even though it's the beginning of March, but I'm loving it. Let me know what you think. And now we're gonna go on to the next look with the next palette. All right, we're gonna go on to the next look, and this one is going to be with Flora Story in collaboration with Makeup Just for Fun. Love the packaging. She just looks like this ethereal fairy. And when I saw the pictures of this palette, I automatically knew this was my favorite color story. It is greens and purples, which are my favorite colors to wear, and it's neutral yet colorful, and it's beautiful. So we're gonna give this a shot. I kind of want to use the purple mattes today. That's what I'm thinking. First, I'm gonna go in with Shroom, this really nice cool tone brown for the transition area. It's not that cool tone though, it's more neutral. It's got like a sandy look to it. I've already primed my eyes with the Urban Decay Primer Potion, by the way, as usual. Now I'm gonna go in with Azalea, this really pretty purple. Now I'm gonna go in with Orchid, this darker purple. I'm gonna place this in my outer corner. Ooh, how beautiful is that? Very vibrant. I'm kind of gonna do something a little unexpected because usually I would do this purple shimmer on the lid, but I think I'm gonna do Misty all over the lid. I'm gonna first put down the NYX glitter primer. I'm melting like the Wicked Witch of the West. I'm melting! All right, I'm gonna go in with Misty with my finger. Ooh, so pretty. And I'm gonna pop this on the, wow. All right, I will be right back. I'm going to do the rest of my makeup and we can complete the look with the lower lash line together. All right, I am back. I'm gonna go in with Orchid in this little itty bitty brush. And I'm gonna push this up against my lower lash line on the outer corner. I do really like that color, it's very vibrant. All right, I'm gonna go in with a small blending brush. I'm gonna go into Azalea and I'm gonna blend that out. All right, I'm actually thinking I wanna use Best Buds, this like lime green in my inner corner. I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna spray it. I love a lime green. Ooh. Very pretty. I'm gonna connect it to the lid shade. It's not really lime, it's a more subtle, like lighter green. Oh, it's so pretty. All right, and this is the finished look. What do you think? I love it. I love it. I love greens and purples, like I've already said. This lid shade is so beautiful, very sparkly, a little more on the textured side. And the thing I love about Oden'S that they really do pretty often is they offer a variety of textures with the shimmers. So I like that. If you want something more smooth, they've got it. If you want something a little more textured and sparkly, they've got it. There is also a multi-chrome in here I have not swatched yet and I want to swatch it. Go on the side of my hand. That's the only part that's clean right now. This is so beautiful. It's like green, a little bit of orange. You probably can't see it. It's beautiful. And I love this look. The mattes were really easy to blend. They were, I would say, a little more on the buildable side, so they weren't super duper duper pigmented right off the bat, but you can build them up. They're easy to work with. Of course, I've only used a handful of the shadows. I will continue to use this, but so far, so good. So yeah, this is look number 2. And now I'm gonna send you off to the last look with the last palette. All right, and now we're gonna go on to a look with the Sea Talk palette in collaboration with Lauren May Beauty. Ooh, this looks so beautiful. I love that we've got a neutral quad. I'm going to get a lot of use out of that, and a bluish quad, and then 2 bright pops of color in the center. I'm still kind of deciding on what to do. I'm just gonna fly by the seat of my pants today. That's the plan. I'm gonna go in with a fluffy brush and I'm gonna go into Dolphin Tail, this cool toned brown. I'm just gonna run this through the crease. And of course, I've already primed my eyes with the Urban Decay Primer Potion. And I'm going to try to wing it out a little bit. With my eye shape, I find it hard. I get so jealous of people that like bring their eyeshadow out. Because of my eye shape, I find it really difficult to do that. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna take that same color, Dolphin Tail, on just like a slightly more tapered blending brush, and I'm gonna get a little bit more into my crease. I'm just gonna take a little tiny bit of Driftwood, this little bit more warmer brown, and I'm just gonna place it in the outer V. I'm gonna pop the NYX glitter primer all over the lid. Now I'm gonna go in with Sea Spray. It looks beautiful. It looks like more of a smooth metallic. It's like a blue with a little bit of a purple in there. So pretty. Wow, that's pretty. I have a cat hair on my finger. The shade did have a lot of fallout, just be aware of that. Like a lot of fallout. It's a little bit thicker and crumblier than I was expecting. I mean, it's all over my face, which is fine. I did my eyes first. Now I'm gonna take a little angled brush and I'm actually going to use Night Swim, this deep navy blue, as an eyeliner. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick it up, I'm gonna spray it, and I'm just going to line my upper lash line. And now once I've got that, I'm gonna draw a wing. And then I'm gonna connect it. That's the basic idea. Pretty as an eyeliner. I'm gonna go do the same thing to the other eye, get some more makeup on, and I will come back and we can finish the lower lash line together. Okay, so I am back. We're gonna finish up the lower lash line together. This look is looking so pretty, if I do say so myself. I'm gonna take Night Swim on a little flat definer brush. I'm gonna push this up against my lower lash line just on the outer half, and I sprayed it as well. I'm gonna connect it to that wing. Just there, so even just the outer third. Now I'm gonna take a little fluffy brush, and I'm gonna go into Dolphin Tail. Actually, I'm gonna combine Dolphin Tail and Driftwood. And just gonna smudge out the lower lash line. I think I'm going to take Sea Spray, what's all over my lid, and bring it into my inner corner. I'm gonna spray it though because I got a ton of fallout from it before. So I'm just gonna put this in my inner corner. Really just push it. Ooh, I like it. Okay, I'm gonna go off camera. I'm going to put on some lashes, some liner in my waterline, and I will come back to show you the final look. All right, and this is the finished look with the Sea Talk palette. What do you think? You know what I'm gonna say. I love it. I love it. I think it's so pretty. I don't really reach for blue eyeshadow all that often, but I love that I really was able to make everything else neutral with a pop of blue on the lid. And even though this shade was quite messy, it is a beautiful, very sparkly and reflective shimmer. It's more on that smooth side. Very, very pretty. Everything else I have on my face, of course, I will link down in the description box below in case you're wondering. But I'm feeling pretty today. So what are my thoughts so far on these palettes? I think all three of these creators did an unbelievable job creating these color stories and creating the mattes and the shimmers and all the textures that are in there. I think that the whole theme of the collection is so beautiful, and Oden'S did a really good job picking these three creators to collab with. So congratulations to all three of these collaborators, and I think that if you were interested in these palettes, you wouldn't be disappointed. Now, of course, I've only used them all once each, so every about 4 to 6 weeks, I do a palette ranking video where I give you mini reviews after I've had a chance to fully test out palettes that I've been using. So I will put these in a palette ranking in the future, but just upon my first impression, it's the good Oden'S quality that I usually come to expect. Really beautifully blendable, not overly pigmented mattes, but pigmented enough that they show up true to pan if you want to build them that way, but they're not scary to use. And like most Oden'S palettes, the shimmers are different textures. Like they have sparkly, more textured shimmers than they have the smooth ones. Really love these palettes. I'm so glad I was able to pick them up. So happy to have these in my collection. And now I want to hear from you. Let me know which palette is the one that you're the most drawn to. Did you pick these palettes up? Did you skip on them? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I love hearing from you. And if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot when you do that. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you would consider subscribing before you leave. I do upload videos weekly, both beauty and fashion videos, and I would love to see you back on my channel again. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.